It's time to, oh, yes, power rank my top 10 fan bases at the World Cup. Sponsored by Lay's. Lay's is giving fans the chance to win the ultimate match day experience with their Lay's Fan of the Match sweepstakes. All right, winners will receive, oh, here it comes, baby, 2 FIFA World Cup match tickets, pitch side access, a Jumbotron halftime moment, and a Lay's Fan of the Match trophy to commemorate their experience. Okay, here we go. Coming in at number 10. Again, these are fan bases and what they do, what they bring to a World Cup. Number 10, yes, it's the Netherlands. Now, listen, I know the Netherlands, a legendary fan base, all of that orange, it's wonderful, but it's also kind of a one-trick pony, Mosse, when I'm thinking about the Netherlands. So again, there's no shame in coming in 10th, but I'm sure the Dutch out there are saying this is ridiculous. We should deserve to be much higher. Speaking of deserving to be much higher, or thinking that they should be much higher, coming in at 9, England. Now listen, your reputation precedes you, both the good and unfortunately the bad. So you're still at 9. Now, I'm not saying you're not going to have a fun time when it's England at the World Cup, but you're still coming in at 9 because there's other people that do it better. I'm just sorry, truth hurts. Senegal. We've seen Senegal just recently and even recently around the world. So it's not just at the event. It's not just in the country. It's around the world. The Senegalese, they love to celebrate this team and this very, very good team. We saw in New York City after they were champions of Africa, people stopping traffic and running around. So I think if this team were to do well this year, in the World Cup, that fan base that they have is something to be seen. They like to party. Yes, they do. Let's see. Speaking of party, all right, number coming in at 7. I'm sure Mosse is not happy. It's Brazil. Again, it's all about the samba. It's all about the dance. And I get it. Who doesn't love to dance? And that is a big part of what makes the Brazilian fan base wonderful. But there's got to be something more. And I understand. Whether it's Mosse over here, Mosse's father, I'm sure they're screaming at the screen right now or screaming at their phone right now. With so much more. We do this, we do this, we do this. You know what? I'm sorry. You're still only coming in, let's see, at 7. Morocco. Everything is going right for Morocco. They are in at 6. A wonderful, wonderful fan base from top to bottom, whether it's men's, whether it's women's, whether it's youth, they bring it, they celebrate. They just like to see Morocco win. It doesn't matter, again, who's on the field actually doing that. All right, coming in at 5, Colombia. I've told you before that I'm really, really excited and bullish about this Colombia team this summer at the World Cup, especially being here in the United States. I think they're going to be comfortable, and I think that they are going to rock on the field and off the field. You've ever had a good party with Colombians? Oh, they don't mess around. By the way, shout out to our Melissa Ortiz, our colleague. We know that she likes to party when it comes to Colombia. All right, number 4. This might be a controversial one. Coming in at number 4, that it is this high, I think people might have a problem with it. I don't know. But, cleanliness is next to godliness and all that. Japan. Japan is coming in, as I said, at number 4. We know that they not only are organized, but not organized in a sterile way. There is absolute humanity, and there is personality, and there is emotion, and there is masses when it comes to the Japanese fan base. But they clean up for themselves. And that, in and of itself, I think is a good thing. And I think people sometimes say, it doesn't really matter. No, that does matter. That deserves respect. And that's why they are coming in at number 4. All right, this might be a controversial one too, but United States, the good old US of A coming in at number 3. We've talked about the diversity that we have here in the United States, the multiculturalism that we have, the multi-language that we have, and all of those different nationalities and heritages and backgrounds, they come together, and I think they make something incredibly unique. And yet, when I look around and I see the stands full of people waving American flags, I know that they all come from diverse backgrounds and different pathways, and yet they're celebrating this country together. And I'm not saying that other countries don't have that, but I think the U.S. maybe more so than any country in the world does that. And yeah, you can call it nationalism, whatever, but Americans, regardless of their background, they love to celebrate America. And I think you're going to see that absolutely this summer, and I think you have seen it consistently. All right, I mentioned partying earlier, and that's why at number 2, It's the Scots. Tartan Army. I mean, they just love to have a good time. And you know what? While they like to win on the field, that's secondary. As long as not only are people having a good time, but they seem to be more concerned that you are having a good time. That, my friends, is what a good host does. They're concerned that you are having a good time, that you are getting enough to eat, that you are getting enough to drink, that you are dancing, that you are having a good time. So they are at number 2. And then number 1 on my power rankings when it comes to the fan bases for this summer at the World Cup, it's Argentina. I remember back in, 2014 in your Brazil, I remember seeing the Copacabana lined with RVs and vans of Argentinians who had come over the border and just descended and taken over the beach and taken over the city. But, by the way, in Brazil. And the passion, the tears, the success. So they are spoiled, but I don't think that they ever take it for granted. And some of the greatest moments were when they won the World Cup last time. We saw the tears, whether it was in the stands, whether it was on the field, whether it was back home, whether it was the crowds, whether it was the TV personalities. Just wonderful. So they're at number 1. But again, Mosse, these are power rankings. So things can change. And we will continue to update this, and certainly as we get closer and closer, and even at times during the World Cup, because you can go up and you could go down. Who knows? Maybe the Dutch bring it in their way and even more so. And I say, you know what? I wasn't fair to the Dutch at that moment, and so now I'm going to raise them up. And if you're up at top, listen, if you don't behave or you do something that I don't like, boom, you can fall down in the rankings.
I'm with you on Argentina, number 1. I was in Brazil that summer as well. I saw everything you saw. USA at number 3.
Okay.
Boy, it's amazing for such a great fan base how many games the U.S. plays in this country in which they feel like the away team.
Yes, but when they are actually supported, I'm talking about. So
I believe that we will win. That's a very creative chant.
Oh, wow. So you're not having the USA at number 3. Yeah, when Mosse gets sarcastic, it's just biting. It just cuts right through.
No, to your point, it's your rankings, and if people don't like it, they can get their own, right?
Thank you.
Yeah,
exactly.
You like that clip? Well, my State of the Union podcast drops twice a week right here on my very own YouTube page. The only way to stay up to date is to hit that subscribe button down below. Size the day, and see you soon.